Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Well, since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Oh, yeah. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, babe? Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Wake up every day to these tests as we strive to be great, and they keep coming, but we gotta persevere, y'all. Yeah, thin line, mastermind, mind of the master. Which one of you after? Thin line, mind of a god, mind of a captain. Which one of you after? Thin line, mastermind, mind of the master. Which one of you after? Thin line, mind of a god, mind of a captain. Every minute I fight with lethargy, striving to be godly, with an intelligence quotient exceeding numerous
Welcome back. Welcome to the green side of things. It's your man Sadeek.
Cassiopeia.
And we need you to like,
comment,
and share.
that thing.
We need you to do it right now and join us around the lunch table for the green side of things.
Yes.
Cassiopeia.
Yes.
What's happening?
What's up, man?
How you feel?
I'm feeling good.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm feeling extra good because
Tell me about it.
today is my baby's second solar return. It's her birthday.
It's your
Her
birthday.
birth anniversary.
Go Koya. It's your birthday. Go Koya.
So I need everybody to yell happy birthday to my little baby Oshunkoya. We call her the boss baby. She's going to have a boss baby birthday party tomorrow because she tells everybody what to do.
She's a boss baby.
She's
now,
a
where does
baby.
she get that from? I'm curious.
It's, babies come here with their own spirits and their own life purpose.
Is there a chance that, just a small chance that it comes from the parental tree? And I'm just asking out of curiosity. I mean, it's strictly curiosity.
Yes, I'm a boss.
That's why I was asking.
Sit down. That's what she always says to everybody. Sit down, baby.
Is that
sit
what
down.
she said? She told you to sit down?
And then if you are in a seat that she wants to sit in, she'll say, that's my sit down.
Okay. So this is what we need to do. Let's do this real quick because we want to talk today. First of all, shout out. We see Sandy's out there. Shaka's out there.
Come on now.
Everybody's rocking with us. We need you to share this broadcast. We need you to comment. Let us know that you're here.
Yes.
So let me say this. First of all, Yom Holedet Sameach. That's happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Koya.
And
Happy
Furaha Kuzaliwa is Swahili.
All in Swahili. So we all out here. Feliz Navidad. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, so check it out. We are very appreciative of our viewership and the audience here on the green side of things. So we want you to know that as you are in this room, let us know that you are here.
Yes.
We say it all the time. I got a few inboxes from people who were very appreciative. We have people that watch the show in California. We have people who watch the show in Africa.
In South Africa, Israel.
In Israel, we have people who watch the show in Florida.
Yes.
In New York, you have fans in New York now, thanks to the green side of things. And let me tell y'all, speaking of the Cassie fandom.
Oh, Lord.
Ryan, first of all, shout out to our producer, LaRon Rilla. What's up, Ryan?
What's up, y'all? What's up?
How you feel, man?
I'm chilling.
Hey, this would not be a show without Ron.
No, it would not.
But,
Appreciate it.
yeah, no doubt. I can't go anywhere, even including I'm on some heavy international calls. So, we did the show about the deportation issue.
Yeah.
And so I was on the phone with a few, we had some calls between Israel and here. And, I sit on part of the leadership council. So before the meeting, Ron, it's all serious, right? It's all serious, right? So, we gotta, figure out a way to integrate. We're getting these messages. Want to thank you all for the messages, the calls, the emails. But now in the middle of all of that, somebody breaks out and goes, "Hey, how's Cassie?" What? Like just out of straight, no Hebrew, no nothing. We in this like, it's like, "Hey, how's Cassie?" I can't go anywhere.
Tell him I said Toda.
I
Put
will.
that word in. Tell her I said, hey.
I did already.
Just playing work.
Hey, I can't. Ryan, but it's not just that. I could be at the gas station and a guy be like, "Hey, brother Sadeek, what's up, man? How you doing?" I'm like, "Man, I'm just, I'm out here." Yeah. Hey, Sadeek, how's Cassie? What? I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I will. So it's just a privilege and a pleasure to sit here and be with you. But it's I love it though. It's funny.
I give thanks to Ifa Listen, at least it's not, because me and May have had a show since back in 2008, and she also thought it was funny, not along with just having our show, but I'm a very sleepy person, and I can fall asleep anywhere, anytime.
And this is very true. I give. I'm a witness.
And it does not matter how noisy it is, what's going on. I can go to sleep. And so she just thought this was great. And so she would take pictures of me randomly sleep and then made a hashtag. You can actually still go see this hashtag. I'm going to put it in the comments. It's called Case Sleeps.
Yes.
And so people would come up to me on the street and be like, hey, you Matoya's girl.
That's sleep.
Right? I'm surprised you're awake right now. Negro. First of all, it's 2:00 in the afternoon.
Right. Why wouldn't I be awake?
We both at a restaurant. Yes.
So
yes.
I just wanted to share that no matter where I go, the question is, and I'm sure the people love me and they care.
They do.
I think. But
They
but they be like, isn't this just so? They be like, hey, Sadeek, oh man. How's Cassie? I'm good. I'm cool. I'm doing well, and my kids are good, and I'm just talking. They be like, yeah. That's good. But how's Cassie? So I just
I'm
wanted
here
to say
to
that.
spread love.
The people are always asking about you, so
Aw.
just wanted to know that. Anyway, Africa Porter talking about she loves that. I remember that. She still sleep, Africa. Don't worry about it. But you guys, listen. We want you to. Africa will be joining us today. Africa normally joins us on Tuesdays.
Yes.
And then she hit me and she was like, yo, Sadeek, I'm being nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Right.
So
listen.
I can't make it Tuesday. And I'm actually helping to reroute some African nations towards peace. So I'm gonna have to join you on Thursday. So I was like, whatever you say, Africa, we'll dump the guests. We'll dump the Thursday guests and whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Listen, I don't have anything
On Africa.
on Africa's celebrity.
They gonna ask now. They're gonna ask. I was like, Africa. I mean, whatever it is
know
you
Africa?
need. You know her?
She be everywhere.
Man, everywhere.
We used to do this thing. We used to call it Where's Africa? Like,
Yeah.
Where's Waldo?
Right, where's Africa?
There would be a time where you could literally look on Facebook and like she'll be with you. And then when you
but
look
she's
at
somewhere
your
else on
timeline,
Facebook.
You're
You
looking
like,
at the timeline and she's posting
Africa.
How?
Africa. How were you just at the march in New York?
But
And we sitting here right now having tea. How is that possible? In Hyde Park. I've experienced that.
because she's definitely the queen and the mayor of Hyde Park.
I mean, she is I literally, we were having tea at Sip and Savor in Hyde Park. And Africa comes around the corner. I can see her come around the corner in the door. First of all, she got 8 people with her.
All the time.
And she's like, Sadeek, I just got through negotiating peace between 8 territories in the Sudan. I apologize. I was like, if you don't sit down. She was like, I just got out of a plane with the president. And I literally came right here to meet with you.
come and meet with
just
you.
sit with you. So I was like,
Because-
Africa, I'm so honored.
You gotta be, because that's the one thing about Africa. She might be a super celebrity. She might know
Hey,
everybody.
yeah.
But everybody is important in her world. And
Yes.
she's super humble. So like no one's too good. She might have an entourage around her. But not only is she gonna still speak and come chill with you, everybody in her entourage better speak too.
And you gotta be you gotta meditate before you meet with Africa. Because if you mad with anybody in the black world, it may have been somebody she just had lunch with.
She definitely did.
So you can't talk about nobody, but because when you bring them up, you be like, yeah, Africa, I was, I was trying to reach out to the third cousin of Haile Selassie to discuss Ethiopian independence. And Africa's like, that's funny. I was just with him. And we were just talking, and it was just very relatable, and it was nice because, I grew up with them. We had a small house in Ethiopia. when I was
you
young,
live in
and I was like, wait a
Ethiopia,
minute, now
Africa?
I thought you lived in Chicago, but I spent at least 5 years in Ethiopia. We was just chilling. So you guys got to tune in. Africa that's how we love her.
Oh my God! I get the privilege of working the boards here for the Green Side Show. And
right.
Africa is in the back. She is dying.
Yeah,
laughing.
we love us some Africa. So we can't wait to get her in. Cassie,
Yes.
what is going on with the Black Mall?
I know.
Gee, I can't. I'm.
So we could put this out there.
Okay, let's put it out there.
If you go to right now, we about to start something called the TBM Elite 100.
Ooh, we finna be about it.
About it. We are looking for the best in Black businesses, products, services, right? If you have a Black-owned business, no matter what type, we want you to join the TBM Elite 100. It'll be only 100. And we're going to be focusing on those 100 businesses totally for our fiscal year, which will start Juneteenth. So
Did you all hear her drop that?
Come on now.
The TBM, the Black Malls fiscal year starts when?
Juneteenth.
They too Black, y'all. They too
Come
Black.
on. Okay.
They too Black.
So our
fiscal year
our
starts.
fiscal year
Starts when?
Juneteenth.
That's so hot.
So that's June 19th all the way to then the following year, June 18th.
I got it.
Okay.
I love that.
All right. So that's going to be our fiscal year. And we're going to be debuting this TBM 100 on Juneteenth. And so in order to be a part of this and to find out more information, we'll need you to go to theblackmall.com and then /register-to-sell. And I'm going to put it in the comments as well. So if you have a Black-owned business, or if you know somebody that has an amazing Black-owned business, we're about to go to work. And what I'm super excited about is that Africa Enterprises and AMPR is going to be our press. They're going to do all our PR services.
Wow.
We are not stopping. Hot. We're going to be in newspapers. We're going to be on TV. We're going to be on radio, on blogs, everywhere. You're going to be hearing about it, and you're going to be seeing lives of, you'd be able to do live shopping. We're going to be focusing on these 100 businesses. We're super, super excited. They'll be getting business coaching. They'll be getting marketing. They'll be getting live selling. They'll get strategies. The Plant-Based African is an automatic member of the TBM Elite 100.
Woo, woo. What's happening, y'all? I love it.
Yes.
I can't wait. That's what's up.
Yes. So
that's what's up.
We're super, super excited. So please join us. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put that link. Let me just make sure I gave y'all the right link.
So listen, everybody out there, we see you on YouTube and Facebook. Remember, we need you to like, comment, and share. We have a great show coming up for you. We're bringing in Sister Africa Porter after this break. We're going to talk about the Olympic Committee. Ron, did you know that the Summer Olympics banned Black Lives Matter wear?
The Summer Olympics?
Summer Olympics.
Where's it going to be held at?
It's in Tokyo. And if you are an athlete, you cannot wear Black Lives Matter.
Can you wear Asian Lives Matter?
Come on. Come on.
Oh, we gonna just save it. We just hold on. We're gonna dig into it, guys. That's why we need you to share the conversation, invite people around the lunch table, and we're gonna talk about Black Lives Matter and the Summer Olympics. We're gonna talk about people. So, Cassie, the show on Tuesday, you mentioned that Sadeek is out of here. In terms of living in America. But I ran across some articles that suggest that for no deep spiritual, trying to get back to Africa, nothing, there are people who are leaving America, Black people, simply to save their lives. They feel it is
too dangerous.
Simply is too dangerous. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then we want to lighten it up and talk about the advantages of HBCUs versus, what do they call it? PWI, predominantly white institutions. So for those of you out there, if you went to a HBCU or predominantly white institution, we want you to pay attention to the conversation we're going to talk a little bit about today. And we are going to validate the margarita you had yesterday. We're gonna validate it on the green side of things because we know that you love St. Patrick's Day and we know that you love Cinco de Mayo. And you know, I was on my little soapbox yesterday. We love everything but Juneteenth. You know, do you celebrate Juneteenth, Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you say yeah, but I mean, you know, I feel you. I do too. But did you celebrate it all your life, or is it a relatively new phenomenon?
It was relatively new to me.
Okay.
And I still don't know really how I feel about it.
Okay. Oh, that's a good
Tell
one.
me
So
more.
save that.
Okay.
Save that. I want to know why, how you know, let's get into that. We're going to talk about that at the top of when we come back from the break. We're going to talk about Cinco de Mayo, black people, and sprinkle a little Juneteenth in there. You going to celebrate Juneteenth this year?
Of course.
Even though your fiscal year begins on Juneteenth.
Right, and this will be, you know, I had to kind of start bragging because with this whole everybody being black now, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody being dark skinned.
Everybody's black. Everybody is proud. Everybody's wearing shirts and everything. I started to feel, I was really humble when we started the Black Mall 10 years ago.
You was humble?
I was real humble.
Okay.
Didn't look for no act. I want my credit.
For kind of getting that started up here?
Because we had a lot of backlash.
You did.
A lot of the people that's like on it now, you know, will be some of the people that when we first started saying how important it was to buy black and here are the businesses that you should buy black at, they would then, you know, be like, it's going to be bad and the customer service.
How did they say it? How did they say it?
It's going to be bad and the customer service and it costs too much.
Hey, y'all. Cassie is in rare form, and this is coffeeless. I want y'all to be clear. Hey, listen, I want to shout out. I want to make sure I'm saying this right. Is that Brother Quince? I want to make sure I'm saying it right. So just, like Sadeek, you got it right. But this brother is literally in the Green Side audience all the time when he can make it. But we just, you know, we really appreciate, you all got to get this, right? You all helped us become one of the watched shows on the network.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a very, you've got the #1 talk show in probably the Midwest with the Mace Jackson show. You've got powerhouses like Dawn Millhouse, right? You've got Herb and Two that carry they got like a cult following. Like, you know, it's people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. But for us to start in December, and then get ingratiated into the lineup, the love that you all show, we don't take anybody for granted who is out there. People shouting out the green side of things or the green side. I told you a couple months ago I was in Whole Foods and somebody was like, hey, it's the green side, right?
Yeah,
so
that's what's up.
You never really know, and we appreciate you, and we acknowledge both. Facebook, we acknowledge YouTube because you're there as well.
Yes.
So we don't take anything for granted, and we are just thankful and in the space of gratitude and appreciation. And to that, we are looking at bringing on again. We want to bring a sponsor on, but I need y'all to do me a favor.
What's
okay,
that?
Cassie, type this number in there.
Okay.
773-494-5768. I need you all to call this number and say, sponsor the green side. That's all I need you to do. Or you can text, sponsor the green side. I need y'all to do it. I'm going to mention it. They are this close to sponsoring. It could be our first sponsorship. Help in terms of just how we working this year. They actually helped us get started, so we want to acknowledge that. It won't be the first time that they have pitched in to help the show get started, but they're right there. We just need you to, and that is So Vegan, by the way. So we want to shout them out. They do a lot of work. So text them, call them, and really, we'd like you to call and interrupt their day and just say, sponsor the green side of things. Sponsor the green side of things.
I'm going to do it from my business number.
Oh, yeah, do it. So please, you all. And then if you do it during the show, because I'm going to mention it a few times, just say, called them, type that in. What did Brother Quint say? I really appreciate you. Just let me know if I'm saying your name right. We've got some people out there who stick with us. It's twice a week, every week, Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3, and we just want to acknowledge that. You all help make the show what it is. And so when we ask you to like, when we ask you to comment, when we ask you to share, you all do that. We need to see some more likes. I'm taking on Cassie's piece right now. And she's, I imagine she's tagging some people because these conversations are valuable. And undoubtedly, Cassie, guess what?
What?
I always get a message that the show meant something to somebody. It may only be one person, may only be two people.
That's what's up.
But, you know, being on the network, being on the air is not in vain. They appreciate the content and they appreciate the authenticity in which we discuss the issues.
Come on, I love that.
And so there's heart in it, there's intellect in it, but basically, again, we wake up every day trying to be the best people that we can be, so that we can help others.
Let me ask people to do something for us real quick, and that is if you're no matter where if you're watching from your laptop, your desktop, or your mobile phone,
Okay.
there's a little star that's either at the top. Or it's when you want to type a comment, you'll see that star that's right there next to like the like buttons. Go ahead and send some stars.
Can they?
Is
that available right now?
Oh, it's not available yet?
It's not available. I don't know if it's
Oh,
available.
it might not.
It may not.
Dang
it may not be available.
Dang
So
it.
we got to build up. We're
Okay,
building up to that.
We're building up so that we can start sending stars on
Right.
this particular problem. So I'm sorry.
We're building up to that.
It's coming. That'll come soon.
But Cash App, the plan. No, just,
I know.
you like why not?
We
Why
take
not?
donations. Yeah. What is
but
it? The plant-based African?
Yeah, it's simply
Cash App, the plant-based
Plant-based
Drop
African.
your cash. Don't be scared.
Yeah, man.
You know what though? That's something that I'm working on. I literally am working on that. So my,
Is it the?
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
It's literally the $, the plant-based
If
African.
you love this show, we don't care if it's $1,
Chrissy
$2,
said,
$100.
done. Did you text him or call him? Call him and interrupt that day. Say, sponsor the green side of things. Make that happen. Make that happen. Okay? So we're out there. We've got a couple minutes. When we come back, we are going to be sitting with Emmy Award winner, writer,
Come on.
CEO,
Come on.
activist,
Yes.
community organizer. And you know what? I had a reflection about you in Africa this morning as I was brushing my teeth.
Okay.
And here was the reflection.
Okay.
I'm watching queen mothers become queen mothers.
Oh, man.
Because you, and it's not an age thing. This has nothing to do with
Yeah.
age. This is not an age. But when we talk about these wise women, right, and where they come from, I literally am sitting in the midst of those who will be the queen mothers of the community.
Oh, man.
That's the reflection I had about you
So
and
that-
Africa. Alo Devar, Vaksha. So, yeah, everybody listen. We need you to like
Comment.
and share.
That thing.
We need you to do it right now. When we come back from break, we are having with us the phenomenal Africa Porter, and we're going to dive into Black Lives Matter, but not in Tokyo. We'll see you right after this break.
WIIFTBP. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today. Introducing your trusted source.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing Black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out chicagolegalnetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
Welcome back to the green side of things. This your man, Sadeek.
Cassiopeia.
I drew a blank right there.
You
I drew a
did.
blank. I
It's
was actually
okay.
waiting on you to put your headphones on. So Sadeek and Cassiopeia. And we have with us Emmy Award winner, activist, CEO, Queen Mother to be.
Come on.
Sister Africa Porter. Africa, can you hear us?
Y'all, how y'all
Wait a minute.
doing?
Go ahead, Africa.
Happy Thursday.
Uh-oh. We can't hear you, honey.
Can you hear me?
We don't have her on mute, do we?
I took her off mute.
Can you hear me now? No?
Yeah.
Hey,
There you go.
There we go. We're not going to let any tech issues stop us.
Come on now.
We're not.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Yeah, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Y'all looking good over there.
Thank you. So
Thank
do
you. And likewise, as always, are those new glasses? You know I gotta ask.
They are.
Uh-huh. You ain't know I paid attention like that, did you?
Oh, I got it. Oh,
Right,
wait.
right. Got to put the grandma glasses on.
You got the Queen Mother glasses on. That's
All
what I'm
right
talking
now.
about. Yeah.
I'm
no
loving
doubt.
this energy and this conversation so far.
Yes, yes. Well, welcome to Thursday. You know, Tuesday is traditionally Africa Day, but we have moved Africa Day to Thursday. So welcome to the show, because you know it's your show. And as I'm extending gratitude, Africa, I really appreciate you for joining us, as well as our viewing audience. It's just a tremendous blessing. And my co-host, Cassiopeia, I really appreciate you all. So yeah,
Thank you. We appreciate you, sir.
So Africa, let's start out. First of all, we need you to continue to like, we need you to comment,
yes,
and we need you to share, because we want you to join us around this virtual lunch table so we can dive in, dissect, and intelligently discuss these issues that are before us. From the green side, what's natural, sustainable, and cultural. That's what we try to bring to you every day. Ooh, I feel a little Herb Howard just jumped out of me.
You had your little,
I had my little
soliloquy.
I did it with nothing written down. So that's my
Sister,
my
what's up?
What up, nephew?
Ron is everybody's nephew, ain't he?
Yeah, I had to speak. I'm the youngest. I'm everybody's
All
nephew.
right, the youngest in charge. The youngest in charge.
He
Got it
in
in
charge
with nephew
too.
Ron.
See, he turns down the volume when he starts yelling out. He be like, Sadeek, get on the mic, put your headphones on. It's time to go to break. But you know, everybody hears, hey, what's happening? But I don't get that. I don't get that. So it's all good. Ron is
So
the man.
proud of nephew Ron. Saw him at Don's birthday the other night. You know
Yes,
what I'm
yes.
saying? So good
that's
to
what's
see you
up.
always.
Ron is everywhere. Ron is everywhere.
Yes, he is.
So
Yes,
Africa,
he is.
before we dive into the fact that Black lives don't matter in Tokyo, but
Have
before,
mercy. I can't wait to hear what Cassie got to say about that.
yeah,
I can't wait
well,
for
it's
Cassie to go in on that. Can't wait.
Hey,
Girl.
hey, you know, wait a minute. We were in the car. She was like, "Hey, did you hear about?"
Africa, can you turn your camera so that you go above your lower third?
Do I need to move, reposition?
Turn my camera.
How am I doing?
Like shift it so that your head is above the lower third. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, just
there you go. We
just-
got it. Ron, you got to see Ron. He in the back. He like, oh God, what I need to do?
Which way should
she
I move?
fixed it.
Which way should I move?
Is that better?
Ron, which way
Yes.
should I move? No, I mean, I only got one shoulder in the.
They got new lower thirds for us and
I'ma
stuff.
move. Should I move? This way?
Lower thirds now.
Come on. Come
Get that
on.
shoulder in there, Sadeek. Get that shoulder in there.
I'm trying to get the shoulder in Africa. I'm
He all
working on
stiff.
it. Which
You
way
look
should
like you
I
about
go,
to take
Ron?
your third grade pictures of CPS.
That's just how I look too. Mine is the beard.
All you need is the wicker chair and that dirty
Hey,
dog.
the wicked chair was something else.
It was.
Dirty
that was-
log. I can't.
Y'all remember that little dirty dog they gave to the lower class kids? That was like if you was like
That's
fourth
so
grade and
crazy.
under, they like, you want to hold a dog? Nah, that dog dirty as hell.
I don't want to hold the dog, sir. But if I must. So Africa, let me ask you this. Did you have a margarita yet? You don't drink, so, just say yes. Did you have a margarita yesterday?
Just say yes. I do like a glass of wine every now and then. I did not have a margarita. I
Well,
had
you-
some things to catch up on to get ready
Okay.
for some travels that are about to happen. So I didn't get to indulge in, Cinco de Mayo or Taco Tuesday. I didn't get to indulge. But I enjoy watching everybody else.
But you were aware that it was Cinco de Mayo, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cassie, did you have a margarita?
I forgot.
Okay, Cassie forgot. Hey, if you all out there, so my timeline was full
Really?
full of black people.
Oh, drink it.
Well, they
tequila.
weren't, just mentioning, Cinco de Mayo.
First of all, okay. As the custodians, Drake calls us the custodians of the entire earth, right?
Okay,
We're
right.
the original people, right?
We are, no doubt.
It's all our celebrations.
I got it.
Everybody's celebration is our celebration because we made everybody.
I love it. I just want to help everybody connect a little
The
more.
baby having a party?
A little
I'm going
more.
to be at the
I'm
party.
gonna be at the party. I want to help everybody collect a little more. So I want to read Ron, did you know that there was a connection between Cinco de Mayo and black people?
Well, no. Not
Okay.
at all.
So this is what we do on the green side of things. Africa, did you know it was a connection between Cinco de Mayo and black people?
Are you finna make a real connection?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
There's a term called Yanga, the African presence in Mexico.
Oh, Africa's
There's a
on it.
huge
Ding, 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 ding,
exhibit
ding.
At
So
the Mexican
listen,
Fine Arts Museum right in Pilsen right now. I was there for the
Listen.
inception.
I told you, Africa
She's right now.
Africa right now is in the museum in Pilsen as we do this conversation. We lucky to get on the show. Okay, so check this out, y'all. Check this out. Cinco de Mayo is a celebration of Mexico's unexpected victory over France in 1862.
Yes.
The French, in their attempt to take control of Mexico under the command of Napoleon III,
Napoleon, boy, he was on one.
intended to re-enslave the blacks in Mexico, who had attained their freedom by escaping the South, right? So what had happened was,
Right.
we know about the
What had
underground,
happened was
we know about the Underground Railroad that led north, but very few, right, because a lot of people know this already, know about the fact that slaves escaped to the South. And there was a Southern Underground Railroad, which led to Mexico, and there was no slavery in Mexico. Okay? At this period.
I feel like that's a part of like Nat Turner's story. Am I off?
I mean,
Africa, you would
and
know.
that went a little northeast.
They did go a little northeast.
They went a little northeast.
Somebody went. I remember in one of these
That's-
movies
we'll
that I
find
saw.
out. We'll find out.
They were like going.
They was
south.
at the Rio Grande smoking cigars.
It was
and getting
in.
free.
I think they were in Underground. They went to like the Caribbean. I remember that show. That show was
Yeah.
deep. Go ahead.
So, Mexico abolished slavery 33 years prior to Cinco de Mayo, right? And the Mexicans refused to have that practice reinstated in their country.
That's what's up.
So I'm just reading this because I want to validate your margaritas.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay for you to celebrate Cinco de Mayo because
So,
it benefited you.
It benefited, yes, absolutely. Many of the blacks who became involved in the Cinco de Mayo power struggle were products of the Fugitive Slave Acts of the 1850s, right? By the put into effect by the United States, right? Which said that an owner could either go north or south. If they could find their slaves, right, they could take them back to slavery, but it was in non-effect in Mexico, which made it kind of the ultimate hiding spot, right? So ultimately, we know France wanted to re-enslave black Africans. So on May 5th, 1862, the Mexican army, with the help of former enslaved Africans, defeated the French invasion. This victory was a big blow to slaveholders of the United States and across the globe. So I just want to say I'm going to have me a margarita
All right now.
after the show. And for those of you all understanding the fact that, it's okay to, it was always okay if you want to celebrate it. We're not here to put anything on your celebration, rain on it. But now we can have some historical precedents behind your margarita.
So, people, everybody out there in Greenside land, this was just an excuse for Sadeek to drink. If we was off air, I would call him something else. But
Ryan,
because
Ryan, what you think about Ryan? What you think about that? Did you know that piece of history?
Hey, cheers.
Cheers, right?
right? How do you say cheers in Spanish?
Let's toast to the.
Or matter of fact, screw Spanish.
L'chaim.
Right.
So
How
I
do you
already
say
know.
cheers in like in Aztec language?
That I don't know, but we can find out.
In Spanish, it's salud.
Salud in Spanish.
Salud.
Africa, did you know all of that? I knew you knew that the black presence in there, but did you know that we fought in there and helped liberate Mexico from the French capture there? The attempt.
Yeah, I knew some of that. That was good to hear all of that information you read too. I have a good friend in New York who's a Dominican who
Okay.
keeps me on point when it comes to these issues. She is very active as it pertains to Latin issues, Latinx. And so Rayblen Vargas, shout out to Rayblen. She keeps me together when it comes to that.
Let's get her on the show.
Oh, absolutely. She would love that. She's amazing.
Yeah, let's do that.
And let's not let you off the hook, Sadeek. What's your favorite margarita?
You know what, Africa? I rarely do. First of all, I like gold, top shelf. And then if we're gonna do it, I'm a classic person. What's the classic margarita called? Is it just a classic? What is it, Africa? What's the classic? I'm not really. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it just the margarita?
Because they have all. You can get mango, you can get peach, you can get.
Okay.
It's just,
Peach margaritas are great.
yeah. So now the Cassie comes out.
There's two.
Now
Look
the
at
Cassie
look
comes
at
out.
Sadeek. I mean, look at me.
You don't drink margaritas? Is that? No, I didn't say that. I said I'm a classic margarita person.
Maze is checking.
No, let me get this. The boss
Maze is like,
hashtag the king of shade. Right, came to the door because he thought he heard something.
Right.
Outside while he's working. He's also working.
He's like, I got receipts, literal and figurative,
and
receipts
pictures and photos
of
Right.
Sadeek's alcoholic intake. And sir, I just wanted to be clear that you did not say that you do not drink margaritas. We're clearly not saying that.
I have had a margarita or two in my
Or
lifetime.
two.
Absolutely.
Honey.
I'm like Barack Obama. I smelled it.
So I got two things for you. So
What's that?
On the Tex-Mex side, which isn't authentic,
Right, at all.
Mexican, but
Okay.
Right.
me and my girls used to love going to. We used to call it haciendas, but it's actually Uncle Julio's.
Right.
Like, gee, we used to tell people like, "You been to haciendas," and they was like, "What? Oh, it's
Uncle
Julio's.
Julio's.
We used to love going.
I'm done. Good night, you all. We'll see you Tuesday. But go ahead.
So we used to call it. So we used to love getting their swirls, which is like a sangria margarita
With
mix
with ice in it.
Yeah, and then and they swirl the color. It's like purple and white.
It's in
It
the
looks
machine?
like it's I don't know, but
okay.
it comes in a great
Not
glass.
that I've seen it, but go
and
ahead.
it looks swirled up, right?
Right.
So we love those. Now, from one of the more authentic restaurants, the one that's on the east side, y'all know that's on Commercial. And like 80
Coca-Cola.
La Puebla or something like
What'd
that.
you say, Africa?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Coca-Cola got the margarita, and they put a beer in there. They put a what's the one?
Africa, how you know? You at Coca-Cola's right now, aren't you?
Yeah, she is. What's the Mexican beer that everybody they got the great commercials?
Tecate?
No. It's
Corona?
Coronas. They put the Corona. So like they come out with the margarita and they put 2 Coronas into the drink. They turn them upside down inside of it so it slowly feeds into the margarita. Listen.
Ron, are you hearing this?
He said, listen. Oh my goodness.
I got to call Cassie this weekend. You and Matoya?
We used
You
to-
just going to put her out there, right? She
I
might
did.
not have won anybody. No, you don't care, do
She's
you?
put them on. First of all, we've been live on Facebook plenty of times drinking that margarita with the extra Coronas in there a whole lot.
Okay.
And we had our favorite waitress, and she used to hook us up. It was great.
I got it. So that being said,
Listen. It was a lesson for me.
it was a lesson. So never mind the historical lesson about black people in Cinco de Mayo because we're tied in. But now we know where to find Cassie and Matoya with the upside down Coronas
on Friday
nights. So we want everybody to be clear. We need you to like, comment, and share. And join us around this lunch
if you go to
table.
Coca-Cola's, I don't know about the Coca-Cola's anywhere else, but the
Okay,
Coca-Cola's
the one on Commercial.
On Commercial is like 91st and Commercial. You got to go to the owner. I think he's the owner. He's always there at the bar, and he's the only one that makes this drink and make the lemonade.
The lemonade. Can we get them to sponsor this spot?
Listen, that is the best lemonade. It's actually lime, but I don't think there's a word for that. In Spanish, I think it's all like limon, and they spell it Limon. So, anywho, but it's lime. It's It's not alcoholic. It's just an amazing drink. It's the best frozen lemonade you'll ever have, ever.
And this part of the green side has been sponsored by
Coca-Cola.
So we just want to say that. So you all, we validate your Cinco de Mayo celebration and let you know where to go further it this weekend.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah, these commercials in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Coca-Cola's in the hood.
East side, fire East side.
Yeah, East side crazy.
East side crazy. So y'all, I gotta do it. Africa. I gotta do it. I mentioned this in the car. Well, actually, Cassie mentioned it to me. She was like, "Hey, did you hear? What's that? We got some feedback. Who is that? What is that? Okay. All right, great. So, Africa, did you hear that the international and Greenside audience, the International Olympic Committee that oversees the Olympics, we have the Summer Olympics coming up in Tokyo, has officially banned the words on T-shirts, any gear that says Black Lives Matter. Did you all know that? It's a comment.
Listen.
Did you all know that? Africa, did you know that?
Let you go with that. Listen. It's coming. Listen.
Well, hold on. I wanna actually see if I can pull up the article. Because I want to read the article and make sure that I'm big on having the exact words because I want to take anything out of perspective here. So it says the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, has reaffirmed, because it's not the first time that this has happened, has reaffirmed its decision to ban any sort of political, social, or ideological protest at the upcoming Tokyo Games. That means taking a knee, raising a fist,
wow,
or specifically wearing apparel that says Black Lives Matter will not be permitted, and athletes will face punishment if they break the rules.
So but there's so many other social issues, right, and then now just singling out Black Lives Matter.
Yes, that is singled out in this art. Now, that does not mean this article is specifically in their quote. They say, again, taking a knee, raising a fist, or wearing apparel that says Black Lives Matter. Right? So now what I don't know is, I have to read if you can wear or have something that says Asian Lives Matter.
Stop Asian hate.
Right? But it cannot be worn. It cannot be protested. You cannot take a knee. You cannot raise a fist in the air.
First, I need to know. We need to publicly showcase who are the officials for the International Olympic Committee.
We need to do that. And
I
then
need
we
to
also
know
need
who's
to
on this committee.
That about 24% of the athletes who are represented in the Olympics are Black.
24%.
Yeah.
That is 1/4 of the entire globe is filled with Black people, not just melanated, because that includes everybody that's non-white, right? Black people specifically take
Africa,
up, throughout the African diaspora,
States,
take up 24%, almost a whole quarter
of the Olympics.
And so none of y'all could.
The Summer Olympics.
And so I'm going to say this officially to all of the Black athletes in the African diaspora, boycott. And let's see if they can maintain with the 75% that's going to be left of the athletes for the Summer Olympics, and let's see who's going to watch it.
Well, now let me say this: they internally polled the athletes, which is why I think the percentage is relevant. They polled the athletes, and the athletes agreed to this.
They polled all of the athletes. Well, how many was it? I mean, if you get 75% of the athletes.
And they didn't say it was unanimous. They didn't say but the athletes the athletes said that they wanted to be strictly about the games. Right? This is further down in the article.
Yeah.
And that they wanted to. Now, the reason that, and even let's delve a little further into that, the reason that only a quarter, right? I'll say only, because that leaves 75%, only a quarter of the Olympics are Black, is because many of the sports require or have economic barriers to entry. So
Oh yeah,
So-
like figure skating.
figure skating,
Gymnastics.
the shooting. I forgot what it's called. You
Fencing.
know, fencing. Like when you go
Yeah.
to the core of polo.
Yeah, all that
all
stuff.
these things.
Yeah.
Right. You know, there's no like horses just running around the south side of Chicago.
No.
You can't have a pickup polo game.
No.
You know, after school. But so the Olympics remains a majority non-black because many of the sports, so blacks, of course, make up a percentage of the games where there are very few economic barriers.
Right.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Right. You know, running, because all you need is land, right? So the Africans usually tip the scale
Yeah.
in that area,
Yes.
right? So, you know, and Black Americans were you know, you got the Jesse Owens.
Yeah, but let's
now you
talk
got
about the most
Kenyans.
watched.
Right.
Soccer.
Soccer, right? So, you know,
Right.
lots of black / melanated
Hey, listen, if you
people.
pull soccer and you pull the track and field and you pull basketball, who's watching the Olympics?
Yeah, because I really don't watch the polo.
No one's watching
the
anything
polo
else.
game. So I just wanted to say that and
Yeah.
frame the discussion.
We watch the gymnastics. We will watch that. That's the only thing that they can survive without us.
Absolutely. So let us know, you all, if you knew this. First of all, we need you to
The
comment. Let
moneymakers
us know,
come from the
participate in
stuff
the
we're in.
conversation that Black Lives Matter, and we don't know. I can't say that Asian Lives Matter is allowed. I
Right.
can't say that other slogans are allowed. I know they singled it
They
out.
definitely singled
in this.
out Black
They
Lives
singled
Matter.
out Black Lives Matter because it's what the NFL and the NBA and a lot of international
Right.
Yeah.
sports had started, you know, putting it on the back of jerseys.
Right.
It was on banners. Some people are still taking knees. And so the committee has said that absolutely none of that is
okay.
allowed.
Okay, cool. So
I saw an article in the United Kingdom of University Kearney that stated that the IOC says majority of athletes support the ban on protests.
Right.
I don't know
right.
what that means in terms of the majority. It's just
Yeah.
very interesting.
which is
I
fine.
agree with you, Cassie. Yeah. Mhm.
But see, the thing is, when you talk about the majority, as far as like all these
Well,
other
that's why I
sports,
gave the breakdown.
You got this 75% that's still left that are non-black. So that's all you need. If all the black people, there wouldn't be enough. If all the black people just voted no, it wouldn't be enough, which is fine. But like I said, though, they can have the majority of the vote. But what is the majority of the actual watched Olympics is the numbers that we need to be thinking about.
Right.
What are people actually watching, and where are the big sponsorships going towards? Is it going towards fencing? No. Is it going towards shot put?
But,
no.
but somebody's watching fencing. Somebody's
but
watching
the
fencing.
big money. I'm
the big
talking.
money.
All we gotta do is pull
Right.
the big money out, and the whole goddamn thing is gonna fall. So if
Yeah.
y'all might have the majority of vote on the athletes saying we only want this. That's fine because it's probably mostly white folks. But if all the black people say don't worry about it, we'll pull off and let's see what y'all can do. Who's watching it?
So let me ask you this: Will anything be done? And Ryan, you could jump in too.
two sports that'll be left:
What's that?
gymnastics and tennis.
Okay. But will anything be done
That people care about.
or is this just gonna quietly? Is this gonna quietly just go off without a hitch, or will some noise be made pertaining to the Summer Olympics?
It was my understanding that the Black Lives Matter movement is no longer like ran by black people.
So
Yeah, but that's a whole nother
that's
conversation.
a different thing. Yeah.
Yes, but
It's
there are black
funded
people
heavily by
Right.
white
Yeah.
foundations.
Yes.
Yes.
So
But the question becomes, because there's some people who innocently they don't get into the behind the scenes, who's running it.
Right.
It has become a mantra for people to say,
Yes.
hey, okay, Black Lives Matter, and athletes, particularly the NFL and the NBA, right, made huge statements by putting it on jerseys. It was on banners inside of games. And then you have
that was for capital gain.
no problem. All of that's good, but I'm just saying. So, do we have an issue or with it being banned, like, or athlete that wants to?
I don't.
You don't have an issue with it?
it being banned.
Okay, what about him or her not being able to raise their fist, or
I have an issue with that.
okay, take a knee, because none of this is allowed.
but it's
none of
media
it.
though, right? So having that stuff, whether whoever funded it or not, regardless, seeing that Black Lives Matter is big media that is necessary, that helps for those who choose to still be a part of the global capitalistic world. that helps to break down barriers. Without it, you don't get the same media attention, and you're not getting that, message constantly be put over in your face, so that we can keep that,
I feel you.
Yeah. So that's crazy. Like, I mean, there's a thing, D.L. Hughley reposted, I forget her name, Amanda Seals. I would love to play it.
Well, let's do this.
After
Let's
the
go
break.
to break.
All
Yeah. Ryan, so check it out, everybody. We're going to continue. We're going to talk a little bit more about the International Olympic Committee banning protesting, meaning a fist, kneeling, or any paraphernalia with Black Lives Matter on it for the Summer Games. And I know Black people look forward to the Summer Games. We want to know how you feel about that. We're going to discuss it a little more when we come back. You're on the green side of things with Sadeek
and Cassiopeia.
We've got Sister Africa with us, and we're going to see you right after this break. Break.
WIIFTBP and
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing Black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information, or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
Space is beautiful. Sometimes whispers speak so loud. Sometimes screams don't make a sound. It can get so bright that you can't see. I wonder, can you feel me? Sometimes whispers speak so loud. Sometimes screams don't make a sound. It can get so bright that you can't see. I wonder, can you feel me? The places I've seen, both real and in dreams, words could not express them. Some things you can never see, never hear, you can only be. I see something in your eyes, like 6,000 years at one time, calling me out and pulling me in. Baby, is this a war and it's real, and freedom ain't never been free for real. Sometimes dreams don't make a sound. It can get so bright that you can't see. I wonder, can you feel me? Sometimes whispers speak so loud. Sometimes screams don't make a sound. It can get so bright that you can't see. I wonder, can you feel me?
Welcome back to the green side of things. It's your man Sadeek.
And Cassiopeia.
And we need you to like,
comment,
and share
that thing.
We need you to do it right now and bring some people around the lunch table on this
Can't
beautiful,
say that thing in that voice.
on this beautiful.
That's too,
Please, that's too much.
it takes you in a different direction.
Yeah, well, Ron,
Well, get
it
your
did.
body out the gutter.
We need you to invite some more people around this lunch table. We're having a great discussion. We have our sister Africa Porter, who happens to be in Chicago in the United States, and she could be anywhere around the world, but we have her with us today, and we're discussing the International Olympics Committee decision to not allow any form of protesting at the Summer Olympics. So that is no fist in the air. That is no kneeling at any point, including during any national anthems. And they singled out Black Lives Matter paraphernalia. It cannot be worn. It cannot be written on gear. Everything is to be politically, socially, right, neutral for the Olympics. Is that going to fly? What do you all think out there? Hold on just 1 second, Africa. We want to know what you think out there in the audience. We see you on Facebook and YouTube Live. What do you all think? Drop some comments down there for Africa. What's up with that?
I was just going to say, as we went to break, that I just find the timing very interesting. With the increase of what we've been seeing, I mean, too many names to mention, sadly, that they would take this stance and position. My question is why? Why? You know what I mean? What is behind the motivation behind them not seeing if someone, you know, feels the need to have on a T-shirt or anything that is in reference to the movement and what's been going on? You know, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up, other than the obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's the obvious of stopping the spread of a message.
Okay,
I'll play devil's advocate a little bit, and another theory could potentially be in the increased amount of security that they might have to pay for any issues that might break out during the Olympics.
That's a very fair and balanced way to look at it, right? Because if you allow protesting, if you allow politically charged messages to be disseminated, right? So now you're talking about extra security, extra police, and it could be a budget issue. However,
it ain't no budget issue.
It's not a budget issue. I was getting ready to say that's very balanced. That's very fair. Thank you, Cassie.
They a little mad about 2020 and having to dig in whatever reserves that they had to dig in to keep the whole global economy going. So it's like, man, I don't feel like having to shell out extra that we would normally shell out during a regular year, but this 2020 boy is too much. Just shut it down.
Yeah. So my
but again, that's me just playing devil's advocate. I don't know, whatever.
No, but my question becomes
boycott.
Will it make a difference? Africa, do you think it'll make a difference? Or people, because I mean, real talk, right? Real talk, especially to Black people, even though there are people who watch the Olympics. I don't know what that percentage of our population is. I don't know who really even cares, to a certain extent, right? It came across my radar. I was like, well, that's worth discussing inside of this global context of melanated people, especially Black people of African descent, taking back seats when it comes to expressing how we feel. And so it became personal to me because I'm just saying the brothers caught flack in the late 60s, right?
Right.
For raising the fist with the black gloves, right? They caught flack. And then I guess there was sort of
Carlos.
this, right? There was this contrition, right? And you all could correct me where it was like, okay, well, that was okay to do, but it's always okay afterwards, right? Or, we want to ingratiate our Black athletes by saying that, this, wasn't an issue and Black people can have a voice. Now we forward to 2018 because this policy didn't come up in 21 or 20. I believe this policy came about before George Floyd, right? And then the George Floyd, knowing, because they canceled it last year, right? This is in Tokyo, right? And so this is coming forward to 2021. They doubled down on it, knowing how Black people across the globe feel, all of the pressures. They doubled down on we're not having any of that, and most of the athletes agreed.
Yeah. So I think though too, I think they could take a whole nother stance to this and actually show global unity and embrace all of the movements and say, as the Olympic Committee, we embrace lives all over. So for Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate and what's going on in Israel and in Palestine.
That would be awesome.
That would show and I think it would then give a leveled, easy, comfortable space. Yeah. It'll set the tone of the Olympics.
So do you all want to hear what my suggestion was?
What's that?
My suggestion was that in the opening ceremonies, you take athletes from across the world. And as they are running the torch, they actually have on the very slogans that can't have it during the games.
Yeah.
But as you open up the ceremonies, Black Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, African Lives Matter, South American, whatever the particular social issues, put them out front.
Find our girls.
Right. Put them out front. And then let the games begin.
Yeah. First of all, everybody is already on, capitalizing off of it. So now you can even get more sponsorships from Coca-Cola and McDonald's.
Right. But don't mute the message.
Black lives, and we support Stop Asian Hate, and we want to find our girl. Like, they're gonna love that, because then now people are like, oh my God, these corporations care. Let me go buy more of it.
Right.
Right. You catch more bees with honey than vinegar. Right. You're going to incite. It's like it's a guarantee of backlash that's going to come from this. Whether it becomes really huge or not, I'm not sure. But you're guaranteeing backlash to happen by stifling a message. Because isn't now freedom of speech, like, besides maybe Korea?
And
it's like kind of in every country.
No,
like
you can speak in Korea as long as you work with them shackles. But what I'm saying is I don't even know if the muting of the message saves money on security, because I think you have people who gear up just for something like this.
Absolutely.
and are ready to fly to Tokyo right now and be like, oh, they can't wear it don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They won't get into the stadium.
That's
without this happening.
It.
Right.
You're starting it.
Yeah. Creating.
Yeah.
So our suggestion from the green side of things, you all can call. Africa might know somebody on the committee, but if you are part of the International Olympic Committee, we need you to reach out to us in Chicago. Myself, Africa Porter, and Cassiopeia Uhuru. We need you to reach out, because we can help coordinate the opening. What's it called? The opening ceremonies. We can help coordinate that, where you can absolutely make a statement and then let the games be politically neutral. But I think you still got to make the statement that you care.
Yeah.
So, inbox us. Let us know.
Yeah.
Africa, what you think about that?
I was just reflecting as you all were talking about the Super Bowl and how they were able to very cleverly inject it in there. Very creative. And then the awards show where Tamika Mallory came out and spoke so nice and so prolific in terms of Black Lives Mattering. So it just all the more takes me to think of the why and the intentionality behind them coming out and just saying what they're not going to allow. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense on the international level.
I think it's a part of white arrogance, just to be to speak quite frankly. I think there's an arrogance, right, that comes with colonialism. I think there is an air of arrogance that comes with economic power. And I think that they are exercising that. And it may just be trying to keep the games clean and keep things quiet and not have protesting and the things that come with that. But I do believe that the statement of we will not have that, and then letting articles be written Because I think the articles would come off way better if it was no slogans are allowed.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Versus,
you can't have
You
Black Lives
isolating Black
Matter.
Lives Matter,
Because now you're going to have people who aren't caught up in the politics of Black Lives Matter and who runs the organization. You have people just caught up in the energy of I matter, right? Women matter, right? Black people matter, right? Asian people matter, right? Which is why we're in Tokyo. But how do we express that and then keep the games the way you want to? And I think it's just an extremely arrogant thing to do, to say that, you know, you can't make any statements, right? And then to say that people will be punished behind it.
If they don't. It's where it said, if a quarter of Black athletes don't care, should we?
Well, that's what I wanted to get to. I mean, because Cassie was like, well, you know, hey, boycott. But really, you've been working all your life to get to the Olympics, right? You're 13, 14, 16. You've been training real hard, right? You're in your early 20s. Is protesting even an option, right? Is this something we're asking people to do because we are, what is it called? Couch athletes, or we are, you know, we have this revolutionary spirit and always asking, it appears, people to sacrifice something they worked all their lives for. Is that even fair?
Well, I would like to know from them if they don't care, because saying that the majority of the athletes in totality are in agreement does not mean that the majority of the Black athletes are in agreement.
Yeah, exactly. So what was that like? And if they care, how can we help them express, you know, the fact that they care, that they want to make these statements without them losing something that they have been training for, sacrificing for, building for, right, to be on this global stage? What is the point of balance? What is the medium through which we can come together, right, and express the fact that these messages matter? It's not the fact that Black lives matter, or these messages matter, but I'm with two. I think that's Tucson in the audience, right? If they don't care, should we care?
Listen, though, I am looking at this International Olympic Committee, and Google pulls up, like they just kind of pull up a list. Yeah, there's like one Black person on here.
Of course. Who's the Black person?
Lydia Insaquera.
Where's she from?
And she is from, you gotta kind of like dig a little deeper. Y'all gonna have to give me a second.
Does she have on Chucks and Pearls?
No.
Oh, okay.
She looks like she's from the continent.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there's another Black woman, Miss Anita L. DeFrance. She's from America. She's from here. There's a melanated person. I'm not sure what he is. Dr. Robin Mitchell, who's from Fiji. Or Fiji, or FIJ, whatever that is. That might be Fiji. So that's 2. We're at 3. Miss Nawal El Mutawakel is from a country with the initials MAR. So y'all forgive me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Miss Lydia, she's definitely from an African country. So let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 melanated people.
Hold on, 9, no, 10, 11, 12, 13. But like, if y'all see me, I'm scrolling.
Right. So it's like 30 people on the board, right?
It's way more than 30.
That. It's like 50 people.
It looks like there's about 100.
100.
There's 103 members.
And it's 13 of them.
13.
Are melanated.
When the majority of the countries on the planet, aren't they like in Africa? Like of one, like
the participants.
One continent
that doesn't
has
count.
the majority of the countries.
That doesn't count. This is we have to admit that there is a racial structure.
Absolutely, but when you look at it, the bulk of these people are European, and that's like the smallest continent on the planet.
Right. So hence colonialism and no racism in the palace.
No racism. It's
no
crazy.
Racism in the palace.
So if you all go to Olympics.com, you all can search their members, and it gives you their members. And there's like, of course, an old white guy who's like the first one.
Okay.
He looked like quintessential old
Mr.
guard. Mr. Smithers. He's from Canada.
He's Mr. Smithers from The Simpsons. so check it out.
Because it's not in alphabetical order, so I'm imagining that it's in some type of hierarchy. And he's definitely at the top. He's looking like,
So what's the website?
Olympics.com.
Olympics.com. Go there. You
members.
can see the members of the International Olympic Committee who have voted on.
Yeah.
Prior to this now, not just this year, voted on and made this decision conferred by the majority of athletes, of which only 24% of them are black, or let's say melanated as well.
Well, there's other melanated types of people.
Well, I got it, but some
and
they
not black. They don't put themselves as black.
It
so
may
Black
be
Lives
even
Matter
less.
don't matter to them.
Right, maybe even less. But and if you get to the Winter Olympics,
it's even less.
Only 1.4% of the participants are black.
Yes, and I used to figure skate, and I remember those days.
So we just want you all.
It may in that 1%.
It may or may not matter, but just realize that in all of these major events across the planet, there are structural racial issues. Even though we may or may not be paying attention, but just wanted to bring that
and
out.
I want to say this though too. I think it'd be really interesting for us to dig into who these members are. What are they invested in? What do they own? Because again, this is where it doesn't matter to you.
Right.
Your businesses, your investments don't matter to us.
That's
right.
right.
I bet you somebody owns something that we buying on a regular basis.
First of all, I bet
we
you
don't
they
even know.
own most of the things that we're buying on a regular basis.
Gatorade, Kool-Aid, all
you
kinds
don't
of
get to
aid,
be on the
public aid.
international committee, you know what I'm saying, of the Olympics without being a big boss.
Got
That's
it.
right.
So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out and get back to everybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna because that's we
and
need
I'm
to
gonna
know.
get a
that.
breakdown of the countries, of the country representation. Right, like how large of a percentage does Europe have in this what they call the IOC?
Yeah, right. But we know that's controlled inside of white power. Just to be clear, we know that.
But you know
let's
what?
break it down.
Let's do it. I love it. Let's really be clear and let it sit in your face because I think we do kind of.
Are we bringing it back Tuesday? Are we
lull,
bringing this back Tuesday?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You need
Absolutely.
to
We lull over this
because Africa still be with us. Africa, you still be with us Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Let me see your pen and paper.
Oh, okay.
Or just give me a sheet.
I'll give you a sheet
and your extra pen.
I take notes.
He's so stingy. I feel like I was in grammar school. Can I get a pen and some paper?
Where'd you go to grammar school?
I only have 100 sheets left.
Where'd you go to grammar school?
Beasley. Look.
Right. We both went to Beasley. He was that kid though. He was the one that put his books up.
He was the one that didn't want to share.
They did want to share. He would put his books up to ensure that you was not cheating off of his paper. He's not getting in trouble.
You should have brought a pen from home.
You should.
My mama told me.
My mom prepared me.
My mom told me, son.
I have 20 extra pencils, but they're for me.
That's
and my mom said
that's how I sounded.
That's
how I sounded.
She wasn't gonna buy me any more if I gave them away or broke them.
I can't.
So we're gonna go to break early. No, that's me in school. That's how you feeling today?
I think that's how you are, really.
Right, you know how they be like, Talk about some.
Hey, you all. So we're gonna break it down. We're gonna find out the who, what, when, where, and why concerning the International Olympic Committee and this decision to ban. Because it's not just Black Lives Matter. There are no fists. There's no kneeling. There's no holding hands. There are no political or social messages allowed during the Summer Olympics. So for those of you that like the Summer Olympics, it's going to be a little bland this year. So if you were looking to see athletes make a statement, they will not be doing that. There will be no statements. And let's find out. We're going to make some calls. We're going to find out if black athletes going to the Olympics even care.
All right.
Let's find out. They may not care. So, let's do.
We should get Mark Aguirre on it.
Hey, that's a good idea because he said that's the kind of stuff that he loves looking into, right? Those control messages. So we're going to do that. Africa, before we get to the break, I just want to introduce this because we're going to talk about this on the other side. We got about 4.5 minutes. we're going to talk about, I don't like using the word average, but I'm saying this to frame it, right? Cassie made the statement on Tuesday and has made the statement before that, Sadeek is out of here, right? And the fact that I love the idea of not living inside of America, right? And reconnecting with Africa, the motherland and the continent, and the spiritual value that comes with that for me personally. However, there are everyday Black Americans who are leaving America, right? And I got an article, I'm going to read a little bit about it, but they are leaving simply because they say they are saving their lives.
Wow.
That's
deep.
They make statements that, and I've experienced this, and I feel exactly what they're talking about. If you're in a country where everybody is Black, you can't get pulled over for driving while Black. And they make some very just basic statements about their sons and daughters and police officers singling you out because of the color of your skin. And they feel that it is simply safer in other countries, right, outside of America for them and their children, which is why they're leaving America. So the question we're asking is, would you be willing to leave America to save your life? Because that's how these people feel. We're going to talk a little bit about that on the other side of the break. In addition to that, you all, 773-494-5768. We need you to text or call this number. And when they answer, we simply need you to say, sponsor the green side of things. We need you to tell them, ask them, be polite, but say, would you please sponsor the green side of things? And that's So Vegan. They are one of the largest vegan companies in the state of Illinois. They are in every Whole Foods in this northern region, and they do a great job of getting quality food out to people who love what it is they do, from their lasagna to their macaroni and cheese to their apple pie, their peach cobblers, to their kale greens, to their barbecue delights, the wraps that they make. We just want to let them know that we love and appreciate them, and they help us get this show started. But we want to give them a reason and let them know that all of you all out there, right, appreciate what it is, and we want to bring value and more value to the What's in It for the Black People media, right, and those who participate in it. So we want to do our part on the green side of things. Text them, please sponsor the green side of things. Give them a call, right, and say, sponsor this show. So we appreciate you. We need you to like,
comment,
and share.
That thing.
We need you to do it right now. When we come back from break, we're going to talk about, can leaving America literally save your life? It's Sadeek, Cassiopeia,
and Africa.
And Africa Porter. And we'll see you on the other side of this break.
WIIFTBP.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning.
The Fraternal Order of Police. It is the President, John J. Catanzara Jr.
We all saw the Anjanette Young video.
Naturally, when someone hears, I didn't do it, you got the wrong place, you just discard it. You have an obligation to make sure that the rest of the place that you're doing a search warrant on is secure.
Okay, so you used the word naturally. And when you watch that video, naturally, a natural reaction would have been to provide her with some coverage for her naked body.
Have you ever been to police?
And so
have you ever been to police?
Let me finish my question. So a natural reaction was not what we saw from those white police officers.
A natural police reaction is to secure the scene.
So a natural police reaction is different from a natural
Well, we're talking about police. We're not talking about you going into a building. We're talking about the police going into a building.
Hence why in the beginning of the question, I related it to training. Are police officers trained to not see black people as human? And so police training would make them naturally react to see me as an animal?
I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer because that's just an ignorant statement to make. They went in there looking for an offender
who was not there.
Do you know that until you searched the whole place?
They did. They searched, and she stood there naked.
And at that point,
after they had the scene secure, she still stood there naked.
Again, I already conceded the fact that they could have did a better job covering her up, but her race had nothing to do with it, and you're going to keep implying it. I'm going to keep telling you
So
you're absolutely wrong.
Let me ask you a question.
Of training? Is it a lack of proper training?
No.
Keep telling you, you got the wrong place. You got the wrong place.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. We will kill you for our woman.
We wake up every day to these tests as we strive to be great, and they keep coming, but we gotta persevere, y'all. Yeah. Thin line, mastermind, mind of the master. Which one of you after? Thin line, mind of a god, mind of a captain. Which one of you after? Thin line, mastermind, mind of the master. Which one of you after? Thin line, mind of a god, mind of a captain. Every minute I fight with lethargy, striving to be godly, with an intelligence quotient exceeding numerology. Scholar body honorary, school of prophet alum, anthropomorphized lessons so I could become the heartbeat of righteousness. The everyday fight to pump the blood of kings, breathe the breath of life, moving up like Confederates in Yankee territories in the 17th century. But it's a thin line between divinity and iniquity. Mason Dixon hitting and complacent decisions, division between symptoms of a phenom and a psychopath, gifted and asinine. I won't erase that vertical line on an incline that divides them. Climbing out this box in my mind, it's like having altitude sickness on alpine expedition. Genius vision never fixed in on the depth below. Focus on elevation where others never dare to go. And brainiacs ain't contained in that receptacle. Incredible creative energy becomes perceptible. The cerebral can be an evil alter ego, a true vow, and you shall become legendary and futile. Development of a god. I sleep between dates on the calendar. Can't escape a date with a challenger. Now that's a blind date in the field of vision, but my other senses revealed I'm winning. Yeah. The thin line, mastermind, mind of the master. Which one of you after? Thin line, mind of a god, mind of a captain. Which one of you after? Thin line, mastermind.
More white. More white countries. Sorry, y'all.
Did you hit
switching us over. My bad.
Welcome back to the green side of things. This your man Sadeek.
And Cassiopeia.
And we have Sister Africa Porter with us today. Cassie is caught up, y'all. The International Olympic Committee has officially pissed off the black mom. Officially. Because she is over here. She working the paper, the numbers. To pull the calculate out. She's enough is enough. But we're gonna get back to everybody on Tuesday. We're gonna do a little expose on this.
Forgive me, y'all. I'm obsessed right now.
Okay. Well, join us on the next topic.
Listen.
Yeah.
Join us on the next topic. We're gonna get back to them on Tuesday. Join us on the next topic. I know.
Puerto Rico.
She's still taking it. We're gonna have to buy airline tickets. Sadeek, we going to all these countries. Come on, Cassie. No, we're going to all of them. Need to talk to these people. So apparently there's no racism in the palace and these 53 countries.
No.
How many?
100 and something.
No, those are the people, but it's less countries because they're duplicated, right? It's some people.
Well, no,
it's 2 or 3 people from each
one. It's probably like 85, 90 different countries.
Trust me, Cassie was going to have the full breakdown.
Oh, it's going to be broken down.
Yes, she's going to break it down.
But far,
let it be broke.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these countries are white. As I'm finding out what country it is, it's like I just thought of the first 6. White.
White. And white people gone white. Which is why there's no protesting.
Right.
At the Olympics. Hey, how y'all feel about that? Black Lives Matter, just don't do it? Yay. I'm for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And the black people
like, wait a minute.
The black people left the committee.
Right. Yeah. Here we go again. They probably waited till lunchtime because, black people be the first ones to get up because they hungry. They didn't have no breakfast money. So they were like, damn, how long is this meeting going? Because you know how we do when there's a majority of white people and we all sit together. So it was like it was like lunchtime, and they knew we was gonna come back late, so the vote was right after lunch because we was out there like, man, this is a bunch of bull. I can't take it. I can't wait to when your flight leave. I don't know. I need some ribs. What we gonna do for lunch, man? I'm tired of Subway. And while we were doing all of that, they were like, and those in favor of no Black Lives Matter, they were like, aye. And then everybody, the black people walked back in the room like, what happened? With our coffee?
What happened? What? And it didn't matter. It didn't matter because y'all vote wouldn't have counted anyway.
It wouldn't have. But they stayed silent. They were just on the plane on the way back home.
Mad
like,
as hell.
Damn, I can't believe they
But speaking of like a group of people, like, grouping up, because we know black people do that at a majority white conference. Just real fast. I was at Walmart yesterday, the one on 83rd.
Okay.
Y'all are very clear about that Walmart on 83rd.
You were at the ethnic Walmart.
It is the blackity black. They doing the riots. That was one of the Walmarts. They like burnt that one up. It took forever for them to open back up because they literally had to fix the building. But anywho, it is a blackity black Walmart. All black staff.
It's very ethnic.
They even, their management's black, all of that. But yesterday, I'm up in there getting some vegan food.
Oh, that's what's up.
And,
all right.
And there was a group of white Walmart workers all huddled up by the vegan aisle. And there was one guy, he was leading and teaching. But like literally there's like 100 plus.
What did you hear him say? Was he like, this is the Negrosaurus?
They
have teeth?
I said, why are all the white workers all huddled up together? What is happening?
So now you turned around like how they feel. Why are the black workers huddled together?
Like, but first of all, do y'all work here? Are y'all visiting Walmart? Like, what's going on? Why are all of y'all white at a literally 100% black Walmart?
They were supporting each other.
What is happening? And what are y'all? I almost asked. I was so close to saying.
I can't believe you didn't ask.
What are you guys talking? What do you? Because I was like, that's like obviously I felt like it was
we
racist.
have Africa. Did you know we have white viewers on the green side of things?
That's what's up. Maybe they'll
Absolutely.
ask. Okay, so
Absolutely.
listen to our white viewers who care. We need you to contact somebody because we know y'all know everybody. We want to interview one of the white workers from the Walmart.
Like, I'm in charge of that management.
From the Walmart on 83rd. And the 6 white people that work there, we want to interview just one of them.
Yeah.
And the one that has, we want the best one.
I was just like, do y'all only work together?
We want the least offensive one.
Like, what?
So let's find out. But we do have, and shout out to our Caucasian listeners that stick with us. We just want to say that. Don't be scared.
Listen, I was so like, what the hell is going on?
Oh, that's real talk. They're finna take over.
Are y'all taking over this Walmart? What's going on? And I should have.
What is really going on?
MJ was with me and he was cracking up. I was like, what the hell?
It's all funny. It's all funny until you walk in 3 months later and you be like, I thought this was the black Walmart.
Right.
That's what was going on.
It's all funny until the takeover begins. That's what they said in South Africa.
Yeah.
Them 34 white people in a boat.
It was Philip and Amanda, and I was just like, what are y'all doing here?
Philip and Amanda. I can't.
Philip and Amanda.
Because, Philip is not Tom.
Somebody come get Cassie.
Tom is old school. He's very like white collar corporate. He's used to like patriarchy, all of that. Philip, he smokes. He goes to hookah lounges. He has a ponytail
and a beard.
For sure.
Yeah, he has a beard.
For sure. His clothes are a little slouchy.
Ryan.
And literally that was like that guy that was leading.
Ryan, call somebody. Somebody
come
hookah
get lounges. I'm not.
Come get Cassie and her white Walmart worker friends. Please come get her. So we're going to have a breakdown on the IOC next week, Tuesday. Africa, since you are being sane today, as opposed to my co-host, who is out of her mind with her white coworkers from Walmart. Did you know that every day Black Americans are packing their bags and leaving for melanated countries? So I want to read a few incidences, right? This is it incidents?
I was wondering. I
know. I think I went a little extra.
It's like that issue, a problem.
Exorcist.
Oh, you want to laugh? Oh,
No,
everybody want to
no.
laugh? All right.
No.
So, okay, that's cool. I messed up.
Was it an altercation? Did
I
somebody
know.
fight?
Well, you're in rare form today.
It was all the white workers at Walmart yesterday just threw me off.
Charge you to Beasley.
I can't.
You know, grouped up. That's the only thing. Be there. But
She's
why
still
is it
going.
just y'all?
She's still going. She's not gonna let it go. The white workers have not only thrown her off, but the entire show. So Africa, before we get out of here, there are black people leaving America based on everyday experiences that we talk about all the time.
Yeah.
So, for instance, brother named Anthony says he knew. So the title of the article is, I'm leaving, I'm just not coming back. I'm leaving and I'm just not coming back. Fed up with racism, black Americans head overseas. Right? Brother named Anthony says he knew the precise moment he had to get out. He was driving by a convenience store in Cincinnati, Ohio, when a police officer pulled him over. The police officer said there has been a robbery. He fit the description given by the store clerk, which was a black man. That's Anthony. Another brother who lives in Chicago was arrested in Chicago and accused by police of concealing a loaded gun under the seat of his car. He didn't have a gun, and he didn't have a gun, nor was any gun loaded. But he did have license for a gun because he teaches outdoor skills. But his gun was in the trunk where it should be, safely locked in the magazine. And then after this incident with the police, packed his bags. Sister named Tiffany, right? Her family kept getting priced out of gentrifying neighborhoods in New Jersey. She said that they are destined to be forever displaced in the United States. And she and her family packed their bags. And so the theme of the article is, and it goes on for a while, is this repeated theme for no reasons other than what we discussed: gentrification, violence by police, being pulled over while black. They have made the decision that leaving America is now a coping mechanism for racism.
It's healthy for them.
What do you think
Well,
about
you have
that?
the sister from the Washington Post. Her name is Tiffany. What is her name? Ruth Terry. And she wrote about how leaving the United States will never be the antidote to racism. She goes on to say, some forms of racism like blackface and monkey chanting are bizarrely universal. She says it happens all over the world. So there's no running, there's no escaping. You know what I mean?
I was wondering that, like, where are they going to? But especially as we talk a lot about colonialism and that it's a global epidemic, right? So, where are you particularly going that still isn't to some that like ran by European colonization?
But I don't think this is run by, and I don't think this is blackface. I think when you're talking about a situation of, it's like, for instance, when I was in Ghana, there was no profiling in the store based on the color because everybody black. And I think this is real basic. This is not the high level, racism is everywhere, white people. This is 98% of the population looks like you. So you don't get pulled over. Like when you read the article, especially there's some sisters in here that took their families because now they're not worried about their son getting shot on the way home. Because it's not happening like that. Like I've experienced it personally. It's not happening like that in Ghana, right? Whereas in Chicago, if your son goes out, right? And I'm not saying people can't get involved in nefarious activities. I'm just saying the incidents, right, are much lower once you come outside of the United States. And this is what these people are attesting to.
Or you're not going to countries that are similar to. That's why. So I think I'm here for both of what you and Africa are saying, because there are other melanated countries that still have very vicious colonialistic practices.
Absolutely.
It may not necessarily look like driving while black, but it could look like just pull over because you just owe the police, period.
So
and that we know.
But we're not talking about those places. We're talking about there are places.
So I think we need need to list them because you can't just go anywhere where there's
Well,
we're melanated.
We're not saying that. We're not saying that
Yeah.
because the places you're talking about, most people wouldn't be, but melanated. But if you are,
No, I'm talking about Nigeria.
If you are, I got you. Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't go to Nigeria.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got to be real.
But here we go.
I'm
So we
talking
can list
about
the
South
places.
Africa.
We can list the places. But the point
Mm-hmm.
is, there are people who are using living abroad as a survival tactic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think, that's the point. Not where they can't go, but there are places that they can go.
I would love to know where they're going.
On the positive side, right. And so there obviously are places and not to pit where you're going, right? Because then I think that we fall back into the loop for some people like, oh shit, I can't go anywhere, right? Because there are places that do this. Right. And so what we want to do is stay on the side of, there are places where you can go, right? As these three people talk, right? And not be gentrified, not be racially profiled, right? And as opposed to Chicago, New York, Atlanta, different places like that. And these are what people are finding. So I just thought it was interesting, not on a reconnection with, ancestral issues or exploring history or getting to South America or getting to Africa, or they basically are talking about the idea of using this as a survival mechanism, which is getting out of this environment. And some could say you could simply move to the suburbs.
Because I think that there are spaces in America that you could get to that as well.
But I don't want to negate them from leaving America.
I think that there's us. I think us being careful and transparent about, right. You can leave. It's like I'm about to move from, the jungle or this wild to another wild. My issue may not be tigers anymore, but damn it, it's crocodiles here. Right. So now you have to adjust yourself and adapt to whatever, because no matter what time period you live in history and no matter where you live on the planet, there is always going to be a balance of the wild. Right? There's always going to be something like you just can't, there is no living just completely, without awareness.
Yeah, but I think we're not talking about not awareness or tigers. We're talking about simply because I felt the release. You see what I'm saying? And we can't negate that there are places where you go, and it's also discussing other options, right? And I think we're real quick to bring up, it's a toss in the hat. You got to adjust wherever you go. I think that goes without saying. And I think that there are, if you pack up.
I don't think it goes without saying.
I do. I think if you pack up to go to Atlanta, right? Or if you pack up and just go on vacation, keep your eye out, watch out. You got to, I think that. But there are people who are taking up the option, right? Because it is an option that we don't discuss all the time. And no, you can't go everywhere. And we're not saying everywhere is safe. That is not the conversation. The conversation is there are places that you can go when you are inside of different places. So will people take advantage of you if you are from out of town or America and you're in another country? Yes. Will people do this and that based on your speech pattern? Absolutely. But there are places where you can go where being singled out by the color of your skin is lessened and is not the option it is when you're driving in Indiana or you're on the north side of Chicago or you're in different places. The whole country, right? It's hard to single out when you're in a place where you are the majority or where you blend in. And that's the simple issues that these people are talking about. Not that, you just go into some type of heavenly state where you don't have to worry about things or that it's no adjustment or you don't have to make other adjustments. But just the adjustments they're talking about can be simple life-saving issues and open up another avenue. So that's really what my appreciation for the conversation was. The basic, it could be a life-saving move, for some people.
I won't be argumentative.
That's really hard. No, I'm just teasing. Africa, what do you think?
No, I mean, I get why so many of us are leaving. And I think it's multifaceted. There's so much happening.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you've never experienced it and you have children, you don't want your children to experience what you have seen. You know what I mean? So for new parents, parents to be, people who want to be parents, people that are raising grandchildren, I think it's just all of that. I understand. I have a friend who moved to Ghana, it's been about 10 years, and her whole family went. Have another friend that's in Indonesia.
Oh, yeah. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah. And Indonesia, where they have very little crime. I have a friend that moved there. I think it's been, man, a lot of people have sought this out and taken it very, very seriously, and I understand why.
Yeah, absolutely. And support them in thought, because I think it's one thing to say, hey, man, it's an option, but, whatever. I mean, you could do that by moving, other places in the States, but hey, you can move other places in the world. I think that us becoming an international people and having being on the ground across the globe is a great thing. Because in the mindset when I was growing up, right, there was mentally, it didn't even seem like an option to leave America, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Like you could, the height of moving somewhere was like, man, we finna go to the ATL. Like I'm getting out, right. You know what I mean? I'm going to the South, this and that. But now we have people that are saying, okay, wait a minute, just hold on, right? There are other places, right? Yeah. And to Cassie's point, there are places you absolutely do not want to move to, right? But there are places where you can go and where you can find different advantages, right? So where, it may be a trade-off for something else, right? There may not be a Walmart down the street, but the trade-off may be your son does come home every day, right? And you don't have to worry about them in certain spaces, or you can get a house in a certain place because everybody's black in that subdivision or what have you, as opposed to the young lady that's being gentrified in New York. So just want to, put that out there that people are moving for very practical reasons, right? And not necessarily, it's not a, and it's not talked about that much. You know what I mean? It doesn't get that much press, but they're weighing their decisions. They're weighing their economics. They're putting a lot of thought into it. And just wanted to, acknowledge that and bring that, bring that to the surface, because they help bring back to the information pool and increase our options, in terms of how we do deal with racial structures. Yeah. I think in this day and age, everything's on the table.
Well, everything's on the table all the time, right?
Well, it is, but it's awareness. You can only, it's awareness. So we have to, discuss and bring awareness, because everything's on the table, but are you aware? It may be somebody that's not aware. And then how we have the discussion, as you would say, in a balanced state. Yeah. But there's absolutely some place you can go, and then there's some places that may not be so
that's why
hospitable.
I would love to know, like, where are those
we'll
places
bring that back
they're
Tuesday.
Going? Yeah,
we'll bring that back Tuesday.
Where are they going? What are the potential trade-offs? What is it? It's dope. Like, I mean, it should be pushed like any travel commercial that you may see, come across, like, come to Ghana, Jamaica, or come to Madagascar. Like, there's something about Madagascar that I really want to go to.
Do you remember the Come to Jamaica
Yes. And he had the super thick, kind of fake, like, thick accent. Come to.
No, not the man.
Which one are you talking about?
The Come to Jamaica.
You know what he's talking about, Cass?
Oh, no, I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say, Africa?
You know what Sadeek is going, you can tell in his eyes. Look,
Africa.
The beautiful sister with the
Africa, do you remember the Come to Jamaica woman?
Yeah, because it was all over the black businesses growing up.
Man, she was everywhere. I can't believe you don't remember her, Cassie.
Okay, I'm thinking about the commercial. You talking
she was
about
in the original commercials.
I don't remember. So
I don't remember.
Okay. So y'all, as we get ready for the weekend, I've been taking it all day. I've been taking it all day.
I do know the
you
posters.
Owe me lunch.
The poster, she's got like her hair's wet.
Yes.
Yeah. And then she has on a mesh.
Yes.
Like a mesh Jamaica.
Yeah.
No. It's not see-through. It's not see-through. It's very cultural.
What is
it? Ryan,
don't do that to me.
It's opaque.
Opaque. I'll take opaque.
It's new.
Everybody, what? Right. What'd you say, Africa?
It's the color nude, and it matches her skin, so you can't see otherwise.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, look.
Listen. But no, I
It's a
never saw the
beautiful
actual commercial. I saw the posters all over.
But to your point, we should be doing that for other spaces around
absolutely.
the globe.
Absolutely.
I'm
Get
with
to
that.
know all of these different places.
I'm with that.
So
listen,
Frantz
everybody.
Fanon talked about this. You all remember in his book, Frantz Fanon and Diamond Marcus Masai Garvey. They talked about this exact, you know what I mean, right? 1920s. And we're still having the conversation. So for those of us that are here, I think we got to continue to do the things like what we're doing at What's in It for the Black People Media. And, all the shows that work towards building us up that are here. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the work while we're here in the States, in America.
That's what's up.
Real quick, Lawanzer says, Cass, where we are not allowed is in the esoteric halls of real shadow power and control. You're going to have to bring that down in layman's terms. But I know we got to go, though.
That's Brother Quince, right? So, Brother Quince, come on back with us. Come on back with us, too. He always going in. And we appreciate your intellect and your insight. To everybody that stuck with us today on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, we love you. We appreciate you. We want you to have a great weekend. Africa, we love you. Don't forget it.
Love y'all.
You are our queen, Cassie. You are a
love
queen.
Y'all.
You are a king. You are
love
you a prince, bro.
You. Real talk. So
Like
listen, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Join us tomorrow with the Maze Jackson Show starting off at 6 a.m. Follow that up with the Book of Dawn. All right. Then you'll be on the soil with the Bigs, and then followed up by Herban 2 on I Said What I Said on What's in It for the Black People Media. It's your man Sadeek
and Cassiopeia
with Africa Porter. We'll see you next Tuesday, and as always, peace.
WIIFTBP.